there are boats in our side yard. Part of the highway is closed because there's debris.
Water was rushing up the streets last night in areas that typically don't ever see water.
Utilities poles snapped at their base and then just suspended in the air.
I never saw anything like this. Nothing at all.
Everybody lost everything. Everybody in my family, every one of my neighbors, every one of our friends.
This morning the water is gone from the streets, but there is a lot of damage, and I think people are just trying to get a sense of what it is and what they're going to do.
There's only roughly maybe about a 24-hour notice to evacuate.
Understand, Broad Channel, the mayor of the city of New York has ordered a mandatory evacuation of the island of Broad Channel.
Usually, once this place fills with water, it isn't accessible by any of the paid fire companies or paid EMS companies.
The tide came up in the morning. It was maybe only shin deep. It was just kind of a wake-up call to say if it's this bad now, then we were facing a pretty dangerous situation.
We raised everything that we thought we needed to raise inside the quarters, anticipating what the water levels could be, but there was no way to prepare for what actually happened.
It started out just a little bit of water, and then the water was pouring in.
The water was up to just about the windshield of the fire truck of engine 205.
Oh my God. The water's almost halfway up their door. I wish this wind would stop, man. This is insane.
The height of the storm, firefighters were still out, and we were receiving multiple calls of people trapped in the number 2 floors of their homes.
Water is up to the 4th step. Wow, look at that.
The tide waters got so high that we could no longer perform our duty. There was too many telephone poles, live wires down in the street, in the water. When our plan of action actually had to change, it really became more or less survival at that point.
Broad Channel lost almost everything that we have.
I mean, you can see the property damage. I mean, this is my home. I'm probably going to have to condemn it. It'll probably have to be all ripped down, start all over, which is going to have to happen with most of this town.
We had to abandon one of our engines because of the level of water. Broke one of the air lines on the truck. The truck got stuck right there where it was. And eventually the truck shorted out, went on fire and burned down.
Right now, we're stuck with that awful feeling of wanting to help, but we literally have no tools that we can use to help.
The fire department can do only so much with no equipment.
We're not looking to replace the entire department. We're looking to just get back on our feet.
This is my home. This is my home, my whole life. And this has been my life for the last 5 years, this fire department. I would do absolutely anything for this town and this department, and I can't at this moment. You know, it's hard. It's very hard. But we're gonna rebuild. Everyone's gonna rebuild, and we're gonna be okay. There's no choice. We have to. We're very resilient.